I took the entirety of our trip here to write it, so all the 10 hours. So I think once it finished, it clocked in like 76 pages. Unfortunately, it deleted on the way here, so I'm gonna pick out what I can. But I'm gonna be looking back and forth just because it is a little bit long, but I don't think anybody's in a rush. So bear with me for a little bit. Before we get started, I just want to thank Mr. Ritchie and Ms. Deany for y'all gracious hospitality this whole week. Without y'all, Chelsea and I wouldn't have made it here, and for y'all to extend a helping hand like that to us, to be next to Ryan and Joni tomorrow, we're so grateful, and we really couldn't thank y'all enough to really let us know how grateful, let y'all know how grateful we are for that. So thank y'all. We're honored that y'all invited us to attend tomorrow.
Yeah.
Glad y'all could make it.
And thank you, Ryan, for choosing me to be your best man. I know you had a lot of other choices, obviously not as good, but other choices nonetheless.
I like it.
As soon as you came to my apartment and asked me to be your best man, the wave of emotion hit me, and I started tearing up, and I was just so honored and grateful for you to choose me to be up there standing with you. And then a few seconds later, those tears of joy were soon followed by tears of panic once I realized that I have to make a speech today. But luckily, you did it in far enough time for me to plan out what I was going to say. So literally, as soon as you asked me, I started thinking, okay, what am I going to talk about today? So after going over the choices I had, I figured since most of the people here were from Joni's past and came alive from Joni's side of the family, and I was really the only one who knew Ryan pre-Joni and growing up, so I figured give y'all a little taste of what Ryan was like growing up and what their relationship was like today. So it's all good, I swear. It's all good. And another thing is, since Ryan, as we all know, is a man of few words, I figured somebody has to speak on his behalf. So hence the long speech tonight. So growing up, Ryan was really known for two big things on the bio with kids my age. And one, obviously, is you can guess, was basketball. At a time in our lives where everybody I knew and all my friends, basketball was our lives, Ryan was literally a god amongst children. He was, at any time, whenever he was on the court, he was always the best player from 7th grade, or 7th and 8th to high school. I mean, it helped that he was taller than everybody else, but even then, he was always the best passer, best shooter, best defender, best rebounder. I mean, there's nobody on the court didn't know who he was, and other coaches and other players from other teams always made a point to know who Ryan was on the court, and they knew that they should put 2 or 3 guys on him whenever he wasn't playing. They knew him so well, in fact, that he still gets recognized to this day. We literally went to the casino a few weekends ago for his bachelor party, and we're walking around, and as we're walking by the craps table, and some guy just abruptly grabs him by the arm as we're walking by, and we start panicking, thinking something's about to go down. And the guy looks at him in the eyes and said, "Did you play Biddy and Golden Meadow?" And he said, "I sure did." And the guy ended up playing Biddy and Kenner. It was somebody we grew up that I'm sure never talked 2 words to Ryan except for maybe trash talking on the court, but just from how good he was and just growing up playing with him, he instantly knew who he was. So it goes to show you how well the guy played. And in the years I've played, he's easily the best player I've played with. I mean, not that I'm anything great, but I mean, I've been around, and he's one hell of a player.
And humble.
What's that?
And humble.
Absolutely. And I'll get to that in a little bit, but still a man of few words on the court, too. And unfortunately, the second thing Ryan was known for growing up was cancer. I don't know the facts of it, really, but I knew he was diagnosed with leukemia around 7 or 8-ish, around then. And I never really went to see him in the hospital or anything like that, but I knew a couple of friends. They would go, if we were at a big tournament or something, they'd take the team there, and if he was in the hospital, they'd go see him. So I heard the stories of them going to see him, having to wear a mask and being behind glass. So team. He was good. We were good with him, and we were bad without him. So whenever we were there, I mean, he was still in treatment or whatever and whatnot, and he was actually getting chemo treatments. I mean, literally hours before and after games, and still playing and still scoring 20 plus points a game. So I mean, that's a testament to really two things: one, how much he really loved basketball, and two, how tough this kid was. I mean, not even tough. I mean, I challenge any adult here to try to go do that, to take chemo treatments and then go play a game and have an effect like that. So I mean, a lot of adults nowadays have